They're one of the most glamorous and photographed families in the world. But one recent snap of the Kardashian sister Khloe has reignited the conversation around digitally altered pictures online. A natural-looking and unedited image, which she says was uploaded to her social media by mistake, was quickly removed from the internet, despite fans praising it for being authentic and real. In a statement, the 36-year-old defended her right to edit pictures of herself. Journalist and body confidence influencer Danae Mercer shares countless very honest and normalised photos and videos to over 2 million of her followers. But she says editing pictures is standard practice.
Look, it's complex, right? Because you're dealing with a world where we are so used to seeing everything very filtered. Photoshopping has become the norm to the extent that we don't realize it's happening. And it's not just in magazines, it's now in social media as well. So it's so pervasive.
What was the reaction for you when you started posting images that were much more real?
So for the most part, overwhelmingly, it was really beautifully supportive and positive. And I think that's, well, hands down, that is the reason I've been able to keep doing what I'm doing, because for the first time in my whole life, I felt not alone with some of the things I struggled with. Like, I always thought my thighs were wrong. I always thought my love handles, these are awful words, saddlebags. I always was like, well, that's something that is wrong with me. And I'm the only one that has this. And I've always had this, and it is wrong, and I need to fix it. And to be able to show that part of myself and to have thousands of women around the world say, hey, I've got that too. For me, that is like the most powerful and empowering and beautiful thing.
And it's not just some celebrities and influencers who are editing photos or who have expensive computer software. We can all do it.
There are hundreds of apps and filters just like this that will whiten my teeth and give me long lashes. You don't need to be a tech expert for this. You just need to have a smartphone.
In February, the UK's Advertising Standards Authority ruled that influencers can no longer use what they call misleading filters on beauty adverts. Any editing that exaggerates the effect of a cosmetic or skincare product that's being sold on social media is banned. And in September last year, Dr. Luke Evans, a Conservative MP, proposed a law that would force users to label pictures where faces or bodies had been digitally changed.
With the click of a mouse, you can have bigger biceps. With a swipe of a thumb, you can have a slimmer waist. We're therefore creating a digitally warped reality, striving for bodies that can never be achieved.
The bill, which continues to be debated in Parliament, aims to address unrealistic beauty standards and has the support of mental health charities.
There is actually quite a strong potentially mental health impact of being constantly exposed to sort of unrealistic images, edited images that constantly present and promote a specific kind of single beauty ideal, if you like. And especially for young people, young girls are usually a lot more exposed to this kind of imagery. This can be a significant cause of stress.
Young women particularly have been exposed to advertising their whole lives, whether that's magazines or billboard adverts on the tube. How is this any different?
It's a good question. I think there's a question for me about how editing is being used. First of all, with our digital lives, and that's further exacerbated obviously by COVID in the past year. Really, social media and smartphones have really changed even what we mean by the word image, in many ways. I think image meant something different, 10 or 15 years ago. So we're starting from that point of view where it's not just looking at a billboard, it's not just looking at an ad on the tube. It's there all the time on your phone, on every website and on every social network.
Critics argue that labelling photos would be too hard to enforce, but many feel it could be a step in the right direction for a whole generation of young people growing up in an ever more digitally enhanced world.
In the same way, I would hope at night when you take off your makeup and you look in the mirror and you still value yourself as a person, like that would be my hope. I hope you feel the same way when you turn off that filter and you look at yourself in the mirror or you look at yourself in a picture and it's not glossy or shiny, or your skin has pores because skin has pores. I hope you see that. And it's not this, oh my gosh, this is awful, this is horrible, I'm so bad, I'm so shameful. But instead it's, okay, that's me and I'm awesome and that's amazing.